Few bands in history have reached the level of Queen. Their sound, style, and innovation made them one of the most iconic groups of all time. But at the heart of Queen was the bond, sometimes turbulent, sometimes unbreakable, between its members. Now, at 73, John Deacon, the band's famously private bassist, has finally spoken about the truth regarding Freddie Mercury, and his words are both heartbreaking and deeply moving. A silent partner in a loud band, John Deacon was never the loudest member of Queen. While Freddie Mercury dazzled crowds with his flamboyance, Brian May shredded guitars into eternity, and Roger Taylor thundered on the drums. Deacon was the quiet force that kept the rhythm steady. He rarely gave interviews, and after Freddie's passing in 1991, he stepped back from the spotlight almost entirely. For decades, fans wondered what Deacon truly thought about Freddie, their bond, their clashes, and the devastating loss. Now, his reflections finally reveal the weight he's carried for so many years. The genius of Freddie Mercury. Deacon admitted what many fans already knew. Freddie wasn't just a singer. He was a force of nature. He described Freddie as someone who could walk into a room and instantly command attention. On stage, he became larger than life, and off stage, he carried an aura that was both magnetic and intimidating. But Deacon also revealed the human side of Freddie, saying he had moments of vulnerability that few ever saw. People think he was indestructible, Deacon reflected, but Freddie carried insecurities like anyone else. He just hid them better than most. Their relationship not always easy. Though the band seemed unstoppable, Deacon admitted that being in Queen wasn't always smooth sailing. Creative differences often led to heated arguments. Freddie's bold vision sometimes clashed with Deacon's quieter, more measured approach. Still, despite the friction, Deacon always respected Mercury's brilliance. "He pushed us harder than anyone else could," Deacon confessed. Without Freddie, Queen wouldn't have reached the heights it did. He had that rare ability to see beyond what we thought was possible. The pain of loss, when Freddie Mercury passed away in November 1991, it shattered the band, and John Deacon most of all. While Brian May and Roger Taylor continued performing under Queen's name, Deacon quietly walked away from the spotlight. He admitted that the band didn't feel the same without Freddie. "It wasn't just losing a bandmate," he said. "It was losing a brother, a part of myself. Playing music without him felt hollow." This grief is what ultimately led Deacon to retire from music altogether. While fans hoped for reunions or special performances, Deacon simply couldn't bring himself to continue without Freddie by his side. Why John Deacon stayed silent for years. Fans speculated why Deacon refused interviews and avoided the public eye. Now his explanation is painfully simple. He never fully healed from Freddie's death. "Talking about him hurts," Deacon admitted. "But staying silent felt like the only way I could cope. Every song we played together reminds me of him." A legacy that lives. Even though John Deacon has been out of the spotlight for decades, his impact, and Freddie's, remain eternal. Songs like Another One Bites the Dust, written by Deacon himself, still blast from radios, stadiums, and streaming playlists worldwide. At 73, Deacon finally acknowledges the truth. His life and career were forever shaped by Freddie Mercury, a man he both admired and struggled to keep up with. "Freddie was one of a kind," he said. "There will never be another like him. And I'm grateful I got to stand beside him, even when it wasn't easy."